Hello, my name is Aiden Azevedo.
And I'm Cooper Lake.
Welcome to tonight's game brought to you by JCTV. Tonight's matchup is between your Jesuit Crusaders and David Douglas Scots. David Douglas is now 2-2 heading into the season, and Jesuit Crusaders has 2 wins and 1 loss.
Some players of note from Jesuit are Molly Block and Lucy Menendez. They've been performing pretty highly last few games. They're really consistent players, and I can't wait to see more from them.
That's right. David Douglas' team, on the other hand, has an older, experienced team consisting of juniors and seniors and 1 sophomore. Now, we'd love to see how this is going to benefit David Douglas tonight, as an upperclassman-led team is going to help relieve pressure off each other to help them get through the game tonight.
Yes.
So we're going to see how they can take control of Jesuit tonight. They are 2-2.
Awesome. Yeah, both teams are looking really warm. Looks like it's going to be an exciting game.
We are going to take a look at Jesuit's roster tonight. Number 1, Audrey Kent. Number 2, Paige Grant. Number 3, Molly Block. Number 4, Lucy Menendez. Number 5, Molly Grant. Number 11, Kaylin Tuck. Number 12, Mackenzie Pettit. Number 13, Emma Sixta. Number 14, Irina Lizer Zmedinsky. Number 15, Tessa Randall. Number 22, Taylor Freeman. Number 23, Avery Edwards. Number 24, Kendall Kirkland. And number 30, Mimi Baldwin.
Great. And then over to the David Douglas roster. We have number 0, Zeeling Zen. Number 2, Marielle Elarma. Number 10, Esther Alvarez. Number 11, Meraki Wondwason. Number 12, Shayla Slosser. Number 20, Antina Ulebe. Number 21, Lamira Luster. 22, Faith Goyi. Number 23, Jenna Stradley. Number 24, Melian Asmalash. Number 25, Paige Collins. And number 32, Candace Reddix.
Head coach for Jesuit tonight is Mr. Lowry. And the head coach for David Douglas Scots is Bill Blevins.
Fantastic.
Now we are 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from the national anthem, getting this game underway. Teams are getting the last little bit of warm-ups in, starting out shooting those threes here.
Looking good so far.
In the game before, Jesuit took a win, their JV team over David Douglas, and some of those players are actually going to be playing with David Douglas from the JV team. I think that's also great. They're all warmed up and ready to go play Jesuit tonight. Also, Pettit for Jesuit played in the game before, so she will be ready to play.
She'll be ready, warmed up, a lot of hustle in her. She'll be ready to go. David Douglas looking good with their free throws right now.
We'll see how they'll feel about starting out the game tonight. It's just under 1:20 to go here before we start.
Great work, less than a minute.
Looks like Jesuit is now starting to move the ball around, getting comfortable with how they're going to play. David Douglas starting to head into their bench, getting the last words from their coach.
Lots
getting
of
ready for them
communication. Building that team chemistry, getting ready to roll.
I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. I think both teams are, I know Jesuit is a pretty good, very well strong team, and David Douglas has a lot of upperclassmen, so there's a lot of experience coming from their team, so we're going to see how that translates into the game tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Night Center here on the campus of Jesuit High, home of the Jesuit High Crusaders. Your host for tonight's non-conference showdown featuring the Scots of David Douglas High and your Jesuit High Crusader. Remember to make sure that you realize that tonight's an important night, important non-conference night. This is an important week here at Jesuit High as well. Last week before holidays. This time I'd like to give the starting lineups. Correction, we like to do the national anthem at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, direct your attention to the stars and stripes, and let's salute America with a play.
We are going to send it over to a interview with Mr. Lowry, head coach of the Jesuit Crusaders.
Them to kind of lead the way tonight and most nights.
Right, and as you guys have tonight as another building stone, do you think that that'll help translate into the rest of the season?
Sure, hope so. You know, if we're not getting better, we're getting worse. So we really just try to break the season down to every practice, every game. And so we want to be better when we leave the court tonight, for sure, if we want to, you know, try to improve and be competitive this year.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck tonight. Hello, I'm Aiden Azevedo with JCTV, joined by Mr.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the
So that was an interview with Mr. Lowry we had earlier. I think he's pretty confident about tonight. He's looking forward to the season. And I think he's prepped their girls tonight for this game. Yeah. So we'll see how that's going to translate tonight.
Yep, put a lot of emphasis on the seniors and the leadership and what he wants to see from them tonight. So let's hope they deliver.
And we did ask him if he was going to be looking at players stepping up to help lead his team, and he just replied with he wanted his team as a whole to step up and play the whole season, not relying on just a few players to help guide their team, but he wants the whole team to fit in.
Yeah, he's not looking for anybody in specific. He's open to anybody stepping up, filling the role he wants to fill.
And we'll see if David Douglas, though, has those players that are going to be able to step up and help lead their team tonight, because Jesuit is a very good team, as we did watch them last week.
Certainly. They're looking to dominate.
Number 5, 5'7" junior, Molly Grant. And win tonight, number 22, a 5'11" senior, Taylor Freeman. And at a weight, number 11, a 5'10" senior, Caitlin Tuck. That's the starting lineup for your Jesuit High Crusaders. We thank you for being here.
Teams just joining together, getting the last words. Last words in before the game starts here.
All right.
David Douglas taking the court.
Get ready for tip-off.
Here we go.
For David Douglas, it looks like we have Paige Collins jumping for the ball.
Along with Taylor Freeman as center tonight. Lucy Menendez out there with Molly Block and Molly Grant. Kaylin Tuck is also there. Jesuit wins the ball. Molly Block to take it up the court to start this opening quarter off.
Jesuits coming out on all cylinders. Looking for three, can't quite get to it.
Trying to penetrate and kick it out. Freeman for three,
Wonderful.
and she banks it from three.
First shot of the game. Jesuits taking a small lead. Let's see how David Douglas answers.
That was a little bit fortunate, but it was also a good look from Jesuit. Lucky to hit the backboard and in. David Douglas just at the top of the three. Moving the ball around.
Ridley with the ball.
Traveling is the call.
Was a travel from David Douglas. She picked up her left foot. It will be Jesuit's ball on the side. Looks like David Douglas is full court pressing, trying to win the ball back. Molly Block just doing her work. Oh, she would get the ball back and she will shoot the three and she nails it.
Goodness gracious.
She drops David
shot.
Douglas.
Oh,
And that will be a reach-in foul on Molly Block. Good start for Jesuit, just getting their arms above them, getting good shots in here. David Douglas to inbound. They do get it in at the top of the three-point line.
looking good. Got some good ball movement, kicking it into the inside. Oh, Lucy Menendez with the interception. Oh,
And now she will be, and it will be a foul on David Douglas. Kaylin Tuck to the line, shooting two.
Scott's foul is on number 11. Katie Wonders to the line to shoot 2 shots for the Crusaders. Number 11, Caitlin Tuck.
Kaylin Tuck just off on the first free throw.
first one out. Let's see what she can do with the second.
Now, David Douglas does have a few big players, so we're going to see how that's going to benefit them tonight with rebounding, especially in the paint. It looks like both teams are full court pressing tonight, just off the start. David Douglas trying to get it up. They do cross half.
Jenna Stradley with the ball, looking to kick it. Ooh,
Good reactions from Freeman to knock that out. David Douglas ball on the end line.
David Douglas inbounding. Shayla Slosser. Shayla Slosser looking to take a layup. Nope. Feeds it off.
And that was
That's it.
great ball movement from David Douglas just to get it in there. Just on the baseline to lay it up there. Molly Block passing to
First-
Grant.
First buckets for David Douglas. Scores 7-2.
David Douglas doing an excellent job of pressing here. David Douglas
Great
does
work.
force a turnover, a travel. Great press from David Douglas here. They will look to inbound it here in the backcourt.
Number 0, Zeelingzen has the ball.
That will be a foul on Lucy Menendez. David Douglas shooting 2 shots. Maya Skirk for the 2 shots here.
Shoot 2 shots. Jenna Stradley.
Jenna Stradley for 2.
Just off on the first.
Let's see how she can adjust.
Now Jesuit does have Freeman and Tuck at the bottom. See if they can get a rebound if this does go off. And she nails it for the second. Molly Block.
Oh, Hail Mary over the top. Looking for a layup right here.
And that's a great
Great
layup
work. Great
from
look
Tuck.
over the top.
David Douglas looking to advance here, trying to catch Jesuit out. Freeman steals. She is on her way down the court. Can she go all the way? She does go all the way and gets fouled. Freeman to shoot 2.
Foul is on number 12, Shayla Slosser. That's her.
Foul is on number 12, Shayla Slosser.
Fouls now on the Scots to the line to shoot 2 shots. Number 22, Taylor Freeman.
Taylor Freeman shooting 2. Just off on the first. Marielle Alarma checking in for number 0, Ziling Zhang.
Marley Alarma.
Freeman hits the second.
Jesuit now full court pressing.
Dave Douglas doing a good job though, trying to get out of this pressure.
And it's a good way to break the pressure. They went fast and hard. Jesuit couldn't really adapt. Let's see how they do.
And David Douglas looks like they're trying to draw Jesuit in and just kick it out just on that baseline so they can get an easy layup. Let's see if that's going to start working here tonight.
Kicks out to the 3 for Lucy Menendez.
Just off. Freeman doing some dirty work in there. Gets the ball back. Her own miss. Plays it into Tuck. Tuck hits bump and one.
And one.
That is great. Great look from Freeman just to see Tuck cutting there. It's a great layup also. For the and one, she will be shooting one at the line.
Fouls on number 11. Or okay, 1 was said.
Just off. Grant gets the rebound for Jesuit. Freeman going back up. She goes up. Looks like it's off. David Douglas for Jesuit ball. It will stay on the baseline. Kendall Kirkland checking in for Lucy Menendez. Block on the top of the 3. Moving over to Grant. Block looking to penetrate. Freeman from 3.
Not quite.
Just off. David Douglas gets the rebound, is looking to advance here. David Douglas getting pressured by Jesuit here. It's good defense. And it will be a travel from David Douglas. Turnover, Jesuit ball.
Great defense there by Molly Grant. Sloughing in right when the time was right.
And that's what that press does, just staying tight on them. Jasmine Lund checking in for David Douglas as Molly Block does take it up the court. Molly Block looking to shoot, just getting that screen from Freeman. Just off, Freeman gets the rebound, goes up, and it is a foul on David Douglas. 2 shots for Freeman.
Foul is on number 2, Marielle Alarma. That's her first personal foul. 14
fouls on number 2, Marielle Alarma.
Is number 20,
Shooting
Taylor
2,
Freeman.
Taylor Freeman at the line. Just off on the first. Number 13, Sixta checking in for Molly Block.
Zeeling Zen checking in. David Douglas for Shayla Slosser.
One more shot for Taylor Freeman. Just off again. David Douglas does try to get the rebound, but it is a foul on Jesuit. Foul will be on number 11, Kaylin Tuck. David Douglas to take it out on the baseline.
3 team fouls for Jesuit.
David Douglas looking to get up the court. Jesuit pressing just a little bit. A little bit of confusion on who is picking up there.
Great. Zeeling Zen pushing it up the court. Great handles.
She is very, very quick with the handles. Jesuit does get a steal. Looking to advance. Freeman up to Tuck. Tuck moving on David Douglas. It looks like it is a foul.
That's
and it is a blocking foul. That will be 2 for Kaylin Tuck out the line.
3:39 remaining in the first quarter.
Foul will be on Collins for David Douglas. 2 shots for Tuck. Just off on the first one. Off on the second. Freeman does get the rebound. It looked like she was pushed, but I guess not. It will be David Douglas ball.
David Douglas ball.
And timeout from David Douglas.
30-second timeout.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
And I think that Lowry's going to take this opportunity to get some instructions into Jesuit here. David Douglas trailing. 3 minutes and 30 seconds just about here in the first quarter. Both teams will be taking the court now with 30-second timeout.
Now David Douglas is at 5 team fouls. Jesuit is at 4.
So we'll see how that's going to play a factor here. It also is just the first quarter, so Gonna have to watch the fouling here. David Douglas pressed by Kirkland. Now crossing the line.
Great.
David Douglas doing a good job keeping the ball.
Number 2,
Great
Marielle.
pressure from Kirkland.
Marielle Alarmo really works the court on that one.
Collins looking. Freeman comes down with a great board.
Oh,
She loses it.
back
David
to David Douglas. Out to 3 to Zeeling's end.
Good movements.
Oh.
Freeman steals again. She's looking to advance to Grant.
To
Grant,
Jesuit.
an easy layup here.
Oh, great work. Textbook layup.
And assist from Freeman.
Good look from Freeman just to get her head up and look for the trailing run. David Douglas passed down to the baseline, out for 3.
No
Shot is
dice.
just off, but they get their own miss.
Up for 2.
Lowry is furious. He thought that Kirkland should have gotten that rebound. She might as well should have gotten that rebound, but gave David Douglas a second chance. And Freeman goes straight to the hoop, and
It's
it is
fouled.
a foul. Blocking foul.
Foul is on 0. Zeeling.
Looks as if David Douglas's coach is also a little bit angry with
On the Scots, the line
their
to shoot
team.
shots. Number 22,
They'll work with it.
Taylor Freeman.
Freeman will be shooting 2 here. Foul was on Zen.
16 fouls for David Douglas.
Freeman off on the first.
Checking in for the Scots. Shayla Slosser in for the Crusaders. Molly Block.
Molly Block in for Grant.
Oh, gets in on the second.
Checking in for the Crusaders. Number 15, Tessa Randall.
Number 15, Tessa Randall, checking in for number 22, Freeman.
Coach Lowry calls for a 30 push.
David Douglas doing a good job of breaking out of the pressure. Molly Block to defend at the top of the 3. There's a lot of movement from David Douglas, just trying to get open. Get an easy shot. It is 15-5 here, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Jesuits defense really doing their job, making them work for their shots.
Good movement from David Douglas. Trying to get open.
Oh, good cut in. Out for 2. Not quite.
Air ball from David Douglas, tuck to push for Jesuit. Molly Block now gets the ball at the top of the 3. Over to Sixta. Molly just controlling the game again. She's looking to
Good
drive.
screen.
Kirkland over to Tuck. Sixta at the top of the 3.
These screens by Jesuit, they're really controlling the court.
Looking to get the shot. Just off from Jesuit. Good board from David Douglas looking to advance here. Zen to penetrate.
Slosser looking for an outlet. Ooh, looks to take it to the board. Not
Was
quite.
a good effort. Good effort, and it's a great save from Sixta up to Grant, or to Block actually.
Oh,
And
great
a-
bounce pass.
Tessa Randall getting the 2. 17-5, just under a minute to play here in the first quarter.
See what these guys can do to figure out Jesuit's
It's a great
defense.
stuff from Block. She's all alone here. And it is a great layup from Molly Block.
Glass.
Looks like Freeman is going to be checking back in for these last, looks like 15 seconds, if she can get in.
Oh,
Collins. David Douglas and 1. That was Jasmine Lund.
Held the basketball, number 21. Amira Luster to the line to shoot 1 shot.
that is
Amira Luster.
Jesuit's 14th foul.
It was a great take to the hoop.
Foul is on Tessa Randall. That's her first
Number 22, Freeman checking back in alongside Lucy Menendez. One shot. She nails it.
Great work. Lemire lost her.
Molly block. Looking to get it. 5 sets to go here. Can she take it to the hoop? She does. It will be a foul. On block. It was a charge.
Nope.
And we did hear their coach say take a charge, so we'll see if that's going to be a factor here tonight. Just getting their feet right and set. 0.5 to go here in the first quarter. Looking down the court. And it will be out for Jesuit ball. Still 0.5 seconds on the clock. On the opposite side where it came from. Let's see if they can get a touch just to get it up and in.
6 to inbounding. Oh, Lucy Menendez for 3.
Just
quite.
off.
Hit it away too hard. It's all right. It's all about the effort. 19 to 8. End of the first quarter.
Score is 19 to 8. Jesuit up on the front. Second quarter is going to be starting here within the next 2 minutes.
Also be sure to support the Jesuit boys basketball team. They will compete with 2019 Les Schwab Invitational presented by Express Employment Professionals this December 26th to the 30th at Liberty High School. Tickets are on sale.
Looks like David Douglas coach looking pretty excited to get their girls back in it. Only trailing by 8. Let's see what Blevins is going to do, help get their team back in it.
We look forward to your support for the 24th annual Les Schwab Invitational.
All right.
Teams are now taking the court again. It looks like it will be David Douglas ball on the midway line. Looking to inbound here.
Scott ball to start the second quarter.
They do get it in. Now crossing a halfway line. Looking to advance here.
Schlosser with a great weave.
It was a great pass down on the baseline. Just couldn't get anything on. A good defense from Lucy Menendez just to knock that out.
Jayla Schlosser inbounding for David Douglas.
Getting it into Zen. Back to Schlosser. Alarma. David Douglas trying to penetrate in there. Good look. Freeman. Great steal here. She's looking up. 6 on the run up.
Oh, back for
Freeman
3.
at the top of the 3.
Oh.
Cutting in again. A great move. Can't finish it there. Gets her own miss.
Got him a layup.
And it will be a foul on David Douglas.
Fouls on number 21. Lemire Luster.
I can check it out.
Number 22, Taylor Freeman.
It's on.
Taylor Freeman shooting 2 at the line. She nails the first.
Up for the second. Oh, not quite. Jesuit gets the rebound. Oh.
Jesuit foul is on Tessa Randall. Her second personal
Foul called on Tessa Randall.
On the Crusaders. Checking in for Jesuit number 11 is
Both teams just in a little bit of foul trouble here. 6 fouls for Jesuit, 7 fouls for David Douglas. David Douglas to inbound. Another press from Jesuit, getting it into Zen. She does push up the court pretty quickly here. Schlosser. Alarma. Keeping the ball in the key. It is a great shot.
Basket by number 23, Jenna Stradley.
Jesuit taking the ball up the court. Good weave to Sixta. Sixta looks to Lucy Menendez at 3. Lucy kicks it in. Oh, Lucy back for three. Oh,
She
not
is
quite.
off.
Just a bit over the board.
Now I'm interested to see if Lucy Menendez is going to get hot here tonight. She did get hot last game versus North Medford. Taylor Freeman gets bored. Looking up. She does see Lucy Menendez and just straight through her hands, David Douglas ball.
For the Crusaders, number 5, Molly Grant. Checking in.
Molly Grant checking in for Lucy Menendez. Marake Wonderwoosen checking in for David Douglas alongside Collins. She gets it in, designed to advance. Molly Block defending.
Molly Block matching her up pretty well.
It was a great move from Zen, but Molly Block gets the rebound off the miss from David Douglas. Molly Block to looking forward.
Oh,
hits it out wide to
Sixta.
Sixta.
Whips
It's
it
a
around.
great pass to
Grant.
Block.
Oh,
Grant just off. Alarmer to push.
good looks for Jesuit. Just not quite converting.
And it was a wild throw from Alarma, just out of bounds. Sixta to inbound for Jesuit. Still pressing David Douglas. Sixta from the three. Jesuit is off from three tonight. Just hitting those first 2-3, but hasn't hit anything yet as of then. David Douglas will inbound. Alarma to push for David Douglas.
This is a winnable game for David Douglas. Only 20-10, 10-point deficit. Can come back, get a hot streak.
Zhang to penetrate. She is doing some work on block. Misses her shot. And it looks like it will be David Douglas. Freeman couldn't come down with it. Good look from David Douglas, just off a little bit. Stradley do inbound for David Douglas into Alarma. Relaxing, getting their play set up. Collins. Back to Stradley. She is working on Grant. Grant does a great job. Freeman to steal. She's advancing up to Sixta.
Oh,
And
Sixta
it was
travels.
a travel. Just step to the right.
It's all right. A little bit too eager to set up for the shot.
Now, Jesuit has had quite a few turnovers here tonight. Now, I want to see if David Douglas can start to capitalize on those turnovers. They are getting to the paint, just can't put the finishing touches on.
Yep.
Collins at the top of the three. Down to a Zen. Alarm at the top of the three. It is a great cutting. Oh, and a great block. It looked like a great block from Freeman, but I guess the referee saw otherwise.
Ruled it as a foul.
Taylor Freeman, that is her
Taylor Freeman.
But it's somehow not. Oh, I can get that.
7 personal fouls against the Crusaders. Number 11 to the line. Rocky Wonderwoosen.
Rocky Wonderwoosen taking the shots.
Off on the first.
Each team sitting on 7 fouls right now.
4:30 to play here. Jesuit 20. David Douglas 10. Both have 7 fouls. She knocks down the second. Sixta to inbound. Looks like block will get it. David Douglas doing a great job of pressing here.
Need to
They
look
do
for
get out. Block, a great move down the line, and it was a foul.
Another foul. David Douglas.
Scott's foul is on number 23, Jenna Stradley, and that's her first personal foul.
Jenna
18
Stradley.
fouls on the Scots.
The foul for David Douglas. 18 fouls for David Douglas.
Number 5, Molly Grant.
Molly Grant online shooting 2. Just off on the first. She misses the second again. Stradley comes down with the board. Zen Alarma to push.
Alarma looking to make a play here.
Getting it over to her point guard Zen, and it is knocked out by Sixta. Great hand.
Tipped out by Sixta.
Stradley
Looks
inbound
like
for David Douglas. Struggling to get it in here. And it was knocked away by Grant. Good defense.
Still David Douglas's ball.
David Douglas. Zen to take it to the hoop. Just a little strong. Alarma to win it back for David
Great work,
Douglas here at the
Alarma.
top of the three now. Collins at the top. Looking to drive.
Wonder Wilson.
Somehow gets through. Just missing her layup there. Grant not looking to push. Collins defending. Block now. Looking to settle it down, run a play.
I think Jesuits recognize we're a little bit cold from the outside.
Block just off on the three.
Might start taking shots from the inside.
Alarma looking to push it now for David Douglas. Wonder Wilson just getting up. Looks like some movement from David Douglas here. Stradley to collect. She's telling her girls to move. Now she wants to take it herself. Doesn't.
Almost went in.
Almost had a great effort there. Now Freeman looking to push. She loves to run out and get those
Sixta with
layups,
the
and Sixta will
and
collect
one.
and one. She'll be shooting one at the line.
At the basket, number 13, Emma Sixta. She'll go to the line to shoot one shot. Follows on number 23, Jenna Stradley. That is
Jenna Stradley.
personal foul. 19
Foul for David Douglas. That is her second foul.
Sixta will shoot one.
Lucy Menendez checking back in for Jesuit.
We were at 9 fouls for David Douglas. Getting dangerously close.
6 to shoot one. She knocks it down.
Timeout on the floor. Timeout Jesuit.
Timeout from
Jesuit.
Yep, timeout Jesuit. See what Lowry wants to put in here.
Timeout.
3 minutes to go here. Jesuit 23. David Douglas 11.
Might see the issue of Jesuits' coldness at the three-point line addressed by Lowry. Maybe a little bit of a pep talk.
And I think
Maybe
that
a change of strategy. Something like that.
correct. And that's interesting because Jesuit does have shooters. So it could be just one of those nights. But we'll see if they can pick it up here in the next 3 minutes to translate into the second quarter, into the second half. And we'll see if David Douglas can make a run here, cut down that lead just before half to give him a chance here in the second half.
Cross-country season, congratulations to our runners and coaches. Jesuit High cross-country team, congratulations.
Both teams taking the court again. David Douglas will be inbounding.
Looks like we're going to see Lamira Lester coming in for David Douglas.
Alarma just crossing half. 6 to pick up. Wonder Wilson defended by Freeman. She loses her handle. Lucy Menendez, great steal. Just dig it out. She looks
Molly Grant picks
looks
it
like
up.
she got a little bit hurt there. Lucy Menendez trying to walk it off. Now that's just interesting. It looks like she may have gotten a bit of a Charlie horse or something. Telling Larry she's okay. Block to shoot 2. They are in the bonus now. Jesuit taking
Double bonus.
double bonus here.
Number 5, Molly Grant.
Just off in the first.
It's all right. I think once either of these teams starts picking up the steam, we'll see a lead.
Correct. And she's off on the second. David Douglas getting the rebound. Great work just to get out. Wonder Wilson over to Zen. Looking to push. Lucy Menendez picking up. Looks like she is better now.
Then over to Lester. Oh,
Freeman, great steal. Over to Tuck. Tuck looking to advance. Can she take it all the way? She tries to, and it looked like a good defensive effort from David Douglas. Now they're looking to prep. Zen just off. Sixta getting the rebound, looking to push. Lucy Menendez all alone
Menendez
here. And
right
she
off the
will
glass.
finish it off. 25-11, Jesuit leading.
Lucy Menendez has been in a little bit of a rut this whole game, so maybe seeing that's gonna change something in her.
Just 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Zan looking to get the Alarma actually looking to get the ball back. Just at the top. Good take. Just off. Grant looking to press again. Lucy Menendez again, second chance.
Lucy
and she
Menendez
does take it, and the foul.
Starting to pick up some momentum. Lucy Menendez and one on the line.
That was great composure, knowing that there was a defender coming just to get it up and in. Taking that hit.
Zealing Zen. Foul.
Bilba checking in. Lucy Menendez shooting one. She drills it. David Douglas to inbound.
Lucy Menendez. Zen is looking to take Lucy to the hoop.
Zen,
Nothing
great defensive
quite.
effort from Lucy Menendez. It will stay with Scots. Schlosser to inbound for David Douglas. She's having some difficulty getting in. She does.
Kicks it into Bileba.
Ooh, it was a travel. Lowry called that immediately. Grant inbound for Jesuit on the baseline. Sixta and Freeman in the backcourt.
1 minute 12 in the half.
28-11. Jesuit still on top. Collins will check back in for David Douglas. Sixta inbounds. Looking to advance here, crossing the halfway line. Grant slowing it down. She looks to take it. Oh, great pass. Tuck
Grant
cutting,
kicks
and
it
it's a
into the
great
inside.
layup from Tuck. Great eye from Grant just to see Tuck cutting in there.
Just a good little slap in the inside.
And it's
Layup
great
off the
defense
glass.
from Lucy Menendez here, just forcing Zen to pick up her dribble. Oh, great defensive
good
effort.
tip by Grant.
But even better defensive effort back from David Douglas, and she misses the layup.
Oh, Sixta with the rebound.
Up ahead to Tuck, all alone.
Right off the
And
glass.
she does lay it up comfortably. 32-11 Jesuit. Just under 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter, just before half.
In these past 5 minutes, we've really seen Jesuit turn it on.
Zen looking like she picked up her dribble.
Sixta's on D.
Larry telling the girls to look backside just in case for that cutting run.
Tight
And
defense.
it will be straight out of bounds from David Douglas. Jesuit ball. Now they have 4.7 seconds. They can have the opportunity to get up the court and get a shot off. Just a matter of how quickly they can do that.
Jesuit's just been denying all inside shots.
And it's been a great defensive effort in this first half from Jesuit. Sixta just took too long. She didn't realize how much was on the clock.
Not quite. Didn't
Tried to
quite
get over
go
to
in.
Freeman.
Rolled around the rim. And
That will
that's the half.
conclude. That will conclude the first half here. 32 Jesuit, 11 for David Douglas.
Proceeds support the Jesuit High Booster Club. Also a reminder, this Thursday, the 19th, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Both teams heading into the locker rooms. We will see how the teams will come out here in the second half.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We will be back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to tonight's game. Second half is starting now. Jesuit and David Douglas both have taken the court. Jesuit to inbound. Jesuit does inbound. Block now. Freeman up at the top of the three.
Oh, great.
Lucy Menendez from three. Off again.
Not quite.
The ref did signal for a stoppage of the game. Just Schlosser now checking in the ball for Zen. Taking it up the court. Block to defend. Zen at the top of the three. Now working on. Oh, that's a great move, but it was a travel. She did have an extra step there. It was a good effort, though.
Was it effort?
Grant to inbound. Block. Receiving the ball. Zen picking up. Back to Grant. Now looking to advance.
Oh.
Slowing it down. And I think they're trying to run it through Lucy Menendez a little bit more, get her going. Block now to penetrate. Good look. Tug.
Oh.
Just gets that last little initial touch off of Collins for Jesuit's ball. On the baseline, Grant to inbound.
Grant gets it into Lucy Menendez for three.
For three, and she is
Not
off.
quite.
Zen to push it up. Collins takes an early three. Just off. Good rebound from Schlosser. David Douglas retains possession. Looking to penetrate here. Zen wasn't on the same page.
Right
Great
over
steal
her
from
head.
Block. She does retain, and it will be David Douglas ball. They did catch the last touch from Molly Block. Stradley to take it out. And they will not be full court pressing here on the second half, just to start it off. Score is still 32. Jesuit, 11 David Douglas. It's a great cut, but an offensive foul. It is an offensive foul. Just a push off.
Looks like it's Jesuit's ball.
Wonder Woman getting that push off. Molly Block to push. She's going to take it straight down to Freeman. Now she's going to
Back to Grant for three.
Grant is way off.
Not quite. You could tell she wasn't quite comfortable on the line right there.
And Zen to push it up. Couldn't get her handles. Wonder Woman now on the baseline, getting up, and she does a great job of banking that home.
That's a conversion. 32-13.
Molly Block cutting in and out of defenders, doing a great job of keeping the ball control. Lucy Menendez, another three. And it is off.
Not quite.
She's just got to get herself into it.
Yep.
Stradley looking to advance here. It is a great opportunity, just missed. And a great chance. And they have not been able to capitalize on their own rebounds. And now that's going to be a factor here tonight because they've gotten plenty of opportunities to get the second chance layup.
Certainly.
And can't finish.
And you can tell even in this game, Lucy Menendez is working on her game. She's adjusting her threes. She was going a little bit over. Now she's falling a little bit short.
Yeah. And I think that they should be taking advantage of Jesuit since the three game hasn't been there since. Freeman taking a three. Off
right
again,
off the
getting
rim.
her own rebound. David Douglas, and it will be a jump ball.
Going Douglas.
Schlosser, great job to tie her up. Menendez coming out. Sixta to check in for Jesuit. Zen will be taking the ball up. Looks like Stradley got a little bit caught up. Now she gets the ball. Collins is going to be driving. Good look, just off, getting her own rebound. Schlosser out to Collins for a three, and she drills it. That is a great 3. Lowry will take a timeout. Doesn't like what he sees here.
Too much from David Douglas in this quarter. David Douglas has been the only team to score.
Correct, and it is 32-16. Jesuits still on top. 4 minutes 50 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Lowry just asking the question why we aren't getting the rebound.
David Douglas' coach looking pretty proud of their team. Starting to come back.
It's a good way to start this second half. Just coming out hard, getting the first few baskets, and causing Lowry to take that first time out.
Certainly.
And Sixta will be checking the ball in for Jesuit. Molly block to take up the court back to Sixta.
Back to block. Back
And
to
they
Sixta.
haven't crossed the line yet. Just barely getting across. Freeman now advancing. Grant for the 3.
Grant.
Just off again. Freeman backing down. Off on that. And Freeman looked like she stepped wrong. She's okay. She's moving on. Schlosser at the top of the... great steal from Grant. She is moving on. Up and down. And it looked like it was off Grant.
Back going David Douglas.
Tessa Randall's checking in for Freeman. Now we're just making sure her player's okay. Alarma checking in for David Douglas. In for Wonderwoosen. Zen bringing the ball up. Block to defend. Collins at the 3.
Shayla Schlosser rolling off the pick.
Zen slipping up a little bit. Regains her balance. At the top of the 3 now. Stradley backing down. Alarma at the top of the 3. It is a great look inside, just off. Block to steal, but it's a great recovery from Schlosser. Collins will retain possession for David Douglas, and it is poked out.
Schlosser's got it back again.
But picked back up. Great work from David Douglas to retain possession again. It's a great look, and
Stradley's going up for the...
and it is an and 1.
A little bit of a foul.
Kaylin Tuck getting that steal and the and 1. We'll head to the line for 1.
Second foul for David Douglas by Jenna Stradley.
Looks like Wonderwoosen. Bilba will check in for David Douglas along with
number 11, Kaylin Tuck checking in for the Crusaders. Number 24,
Kendall Kirkland checking in for Jesuit. Molly Block will be sitting. Stradley and Schlosser will come out for David Douglas. Tuck at the line for 1. Just off. Tries to get her own rebound. Collins comes down with it. Alarma taking it up for David Douglas.
Alarma looking to Zen.
Zen retains possession again. Wonderwoosen. Stolen by Tuck. Having trouble. Grant the outlet.
The ball.
Kirkland looking to drive.
We're going to feed
Great
back to
chance.
Sixta.
And off again from 3. David Douglas doing a great job of getting the boards, and it will be a jump ball. Looks like it will be Jesuit ball. It was a good look from Randall. She did get an opportunity, just a little bit short. Sixta to check it in. Tuck will get the ball. Up to Kirkland at the top of the 3. Defended by Alarma.
Sixta's got the ball.
Sixta working on. Wonderwoosen. Over to Kirkland. She does make a move. Back to Randall. Good ball movement from Jesuit. Just trying to get open. Kirkland at the top of the 3. Just trying to get an opportunity. And it's a great pass. Randall just couldn't get up quick enough. And it is bouncing around. Can't get possession. And it will be a foul on Zen for David Douglas. Jesuit will retain the possession again. Looks like Lucy Menendez will be checking in for Jesuit, along with Freeman.
Scots checking in for Jesuit.
Scots have 3 team fouls.
Menendez and Taylor Freeman.
Kirkland to check the ball in for Jesuit.
Just under 2.5 minutes in the quarter.
Sixta bringing the ball up at the top of the 3. Freeman trying to work in. Randall just missing. Zen to push up.
Zen's just the ball. She's slowing it down. She's starting to control it.
Looking to advance here. Alarma looking to move it in. Gets a shot off.
For
Just
2.
off. Good work from Freeman just to get that board down. Strong board. Now working to slow it down. Sixta now pushing up. Kicks it out to Lucy Menendez. 4-3. Again
Not quite.
off.
Still short.
She just needs one to draw for her, and she can start to open it up. Sixta from 3. Off again. Now it's out of bounds. It will be David Douglas' ball. Looked like it was off Jesuit.
Checking in for the Scots, number 21.
Number 21, Lemire Luster, is checking in for the Scots, as well as Faith Goyi.
David Douglas looking to advance here. Just getting over half. Ooh, she did stop on the line, but managed to get it to Alarma. Now working on Kirkland. Zen moving out to Bielba. So Menendez defending. Now Zen. It's a great little move in. She takes it to the hole, and
Zen
she does a
gets it.
beautiful job of laying that in.
Right off the board.
34-18. Jesuit still on top. 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. Kirkland, great movement. Lucy Menendez does get the
up for
lead.
2.
That is great ball movement from Jesuit just to open up David Douglas.
Just under a minute in the quarter. David Douglas looking to make something happen.
Zen now on top of the key. It's a great move inside. David Douglas
Candace Reddix.
will get the foul. 2 shots at the line.
Fouls on number 13, Emma Sixta.
Fouls on number 13, Emma Sixta.
Foul line to shoot 2 shots.
Candace Reddix will be shooting 2.
Reddix.
It was a great move inside just to draw that foul.
Jesuit's first foul this half.
Just off on the first. Second is up and off, just grazing
Not quite.
the rim. Great rebound from David Douglas, but Kirkland is there to steal. Freeman trying to collect, gets it to Sixta.
Sixta kicks it to
Randall, back to Sixta. Kirkland. Great ball movement, just opening up for each other. Sixta at the top of the 3,
Lucy
alone,
Menendez making
and she
space.
does hit the 3.
Sixta for 3.
Emma Sixta.
39 to 18.
Just
7
under 10
seconds
seconds here. And Zen just at the buzzer. That is a great move, just backing down, getting that little spin, and a great little floated shot. 39-20. Jesuit still on top.
Zen is really showing herself as a force to be reckoned with.
She is. She is. She has a few tough shots in the paint, just getting down, doing the dirty work, getting that ball up and off the glass.
Lots of pushing the ball down the court. Zen's been a key part of that team.
It is a 19-point lead for Jesuit. It is a tough one to come back from David Douglas, but they are proving that they have a force from all their starters and the players that check in for them.
Packages, food baskets. Make sure you come to breakfast here at the Gedros Center on Saturday, starting about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Help us deliver baskets to needy families in the Portland metro area. We're not doing anything on Thursday from 3 to 8. We're packing baskets, and on Friday from noon to 5 p.m. Come and help us in the Gedros Center. All for a really good cause.
All right, here we are back on the court.
The fourth quarter will be underway here.
Scott's ball.
Number
Start
30,
the fourth quarter.
Mimi Baldwin checking in for Jesuit, her first appearance tonight. Alarma at the top of the 3. Looks like Jesuit is in a little bit of a zone trying to press down on David Douglas. It is a 3 from Alarma, just off. Good rebound from Stradley, now pushing it back out. Alarma doing a good job of keeping the ball. Schlosser over to Stradley. Now Alarma, good ball movement from David Douglas, and it is a shot just off. Lucy Menendez gets the rebound, and it will be a foul.
Foul on number 32, Candace Reddix.
It was a good effort from David Douglas. Ball movement was great. Just couldn't get the final touches on the attempt at the rim.
This will be the 4th foul for David Douglas. We're right next to the quota for the first bonus. Let's see how Jesuit works with it.
And it is good pressure from David Douglas. And a travel from Kirkland. Lowry recognizes that. He saw it.
Checking in for the Scots, number
Paige Collins checking in.
Paige Collins.
Coming out for Lemire Luster.
Alarma to get the inbound. Jesuit looks like they're going back to a man-on-man. And out of bounds. Jesuit ball. Kirkland inbound. Sixta is in the backcourt along with Freeman looking to check in for the ball. And Sixta does comfortably.
Oh.
And it was a great read from Stradley.
Great trap from David
And
Douglas.
Just off the
Can't
mark.
quite convert. Still David Douglas's ball.
But a great read from Stradley just to see that ball coming back across. Schlosser will inbound for David Douglas. Trying to get open for Buzz. Lucy Menendez just tries to steal it, and it's out of bounds off of Lucy Menendez. She didn't think it was off her.
She's disputing that it went off her.
Schlosser will inbound again. Up to Alarma. Collins working down. And it will be a foul.
Fouls on number 4, Lucy Menendez.
Lucy Menendez will take the foul.
Lucy Menendez.
Foul. 2 team fouls
This
on
is
the
the second
Crusaders.
team foul.
Checking it back in for
Jesuit.
Number 5, Molly Grant. Replaces
Number 5, Molly Grant in for number 24, Kendall Kirkland. Schlosser will inbound for David Douglas. She does get it up to Alarma. It looked like she
Down
was
to Collins.
going to shoot it, and Collins does back work in, and it is just off the mark again. Collins stripped again. Schlosser out with it. Up to Stradley at the top of the 3.
Stradler's looking for something.
Alarma now working on Lucy Menendez. Good defense from Jesuit. Good work just to get it down to Collins, and it's a great pass.
Great pass.
Just off
Reddix.
again. So these are the opportunities that we're talking about.
Lucy Menendez is going to go up. Oh,
And she will draw a foul.
that's going to be 2 shots for Lucy Menendez.
Stradley
well
not happy
as-
with her.
Well as the 5th team foul for Scots.
4th personal foul. 5 team fouls on the Scots. The line to shoot 2. Number 4, Lucy Menendez.
Zen will look to check in for David Douglas.
That was Stradley's 4th personal foul. She's in danger of coming out of the game.
Number 15, Tessa
So
Tessa Randall also
been
checked in
subbed
for
out.
Jesuit. Lucy Menendez hitting her first shot. 1 more to go. Score is 40-20.
Oh, both of them sink for Lucy. Good showing on inside the 3.
Let's see Zen working down here on Sixta.
Collins takes a good screen from Alarma.
Schlosser looking to penetrate, and it will be a foul. She will be shooting 2. Grant will get the foul.
Molly Grant.
2 shots here for Schlosser.
3 team fouls on the Crusaders. The line to shoot 2 shots. Number 12, Shayla Schlosser.
Just off on the first free
Quite.
throw.
Bit of a brick. Might come back with the second, though.
Wonderwoosen will be checking in.
Scots.
Coming in for
Rocky Wonderwoosen.
Reddix.
And the second one's
second.
Sixta just pushing off, getting the inbound. Grant now looking to push.
Getting all the
Sixta trying to
space
get
they
across.
need. Oh,
And that will be a backcourt violation. Lowry was trying to call timeout, didn't get the timeout. 8 seconds was up. He was telling Grant to go forward with it, draw a foul even. Now it will be David Douglas' ball. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Alarma to Collins, shooting a three, just off. Luis Menendez grabbed the board. Now looking to advance. Doing a great job of getting it forward to Grant on the outside wing. Now to
out to
Sixta,
release.
and it just off. Gloucester will bring it up to Alarma. Looks like Alarma is playing point guard here.
Oh, Alarma looking to feed.
Now Zen back at the top. Looking to reorganize. Wonderwoosen. Gloucester back to Zen.
Zen looking to fake out Sixta.
Can they get a good opportunity here with a good shot? Wonderwoosen. Great pass into Collins, and
Collins.
it will just be off the mark.
Can't quite convert.
Randall gets the board. Now Sixta to collect.
Sixta's weaving through.
And it looked like it was off of the legs of Collins, but
David Douglas's ball.
and first appearance for Lizer Zmizinski here tonight for Jesuit. Alarma. Getting it to Zen. Back to Alarma. At the top. Getting a good shot. Just off the back iron. Now Zen looking at Schlosser. Schlosser looking to drive in. Doing a good job. Collins just off the hands of Collins. Out of bounds Jesuit ball.
Jesuit's ball, about 4 minutes left in the quarter.
Jesuit still has a comfortable 20-point lead. Kirkland checking in for Grant. A little bit of confusion.
Menendez inbounding to Sixta.
Sixta pushing now, and it will be a foul.
Good sportsmanship from Sixta.
And it's hard not to foul in those situations when a guard is at full steam.
That is our sixth foul from David Douglas this half.
Lucy Menendez gets a clear
Steps
shot,
up
and
for
she
a-
does drain the two. Just
long
stepping
two.
inside that two.
Reina showing us what kind of defense she's got.
Alarm now working on the baseline, just against Lucy Menendez. Good defense, and it is tapped away by Swizinski.
Checking in for the Crusaders.
Dave Douglas ball on the baseline.
Checking in for the Crusaders. Number 1, Audrey Kent.
Lucy Menendez is out for Audrey Kent.
Her first appearance here tonight. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Schlosser into Zen. She's looking to work, and it's a great move, and she does draw the foul.
Draws a great foul. This is the 14th foul for Jesuit.
Crusader fouls on number 13, Emma Sixta. That's her second.
Zen being
personal
aggressive,
foul.
still going to the hoop,
On the Crusaders.
drawing those
To
fouls.
shoot 2 shots. Number
She
12,
will be shooting 2 shots.
Zen.
Bialba looking to check in. Zen drains the first.
And Tina Felipe checks in.
Bilibe checking in.
She replaces Alarma.
Zen drains 2. Kent, who Inbound. Sixta looking to advance. Kent back over to Sixta.
Here's the press we've seen all game.
And now that's what Lowry was talking about, just trying to cross that half, even trying to draw a foul. And it's a great steal from Schlosser. She's looking to push it here.
Covers the ball. Looks to Zen.
Collins just off the hands of Collins. Couldn't collect the ball from the great pass to Schlosser for a chance for a three-point opportunity. Randall will be coming out. Mimi Baldwin will be checking in for these last 3 minutes.
Sixta carries it up.
Great pass to Kirkland. Kirkland, great pass to Zeminski. Now she's working in. It is a great move, and she will draw the foul. 2 shots coming.
Fouls on number 25, Paige Collins. Second personal foul. 17 fouls now on the Scots.
Number 14, Arena, up for 2.
Number 14,
17 foul.
Elena Smudzinski.
Smudzinski, the
first one.
She's off on the second. Good rebound from Schlosser. Looking to advance here. Kirkland defending. Great move from Schlosser just to get it down to Wonderhusen, and it will be just off, but a foul on Jesuit. 2 shots coming for Wonderhusen.
Jesuit foul is on number 14, Lidziela Smudzinski, to the line to shoot 2 shots. Number 11, Meraki Wonderhusen.
Wonderhusen, the first, is up and in. 44-24, Jesuit still on top. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Sixta's out. Avery Edwards' first appearance here tonight in the 4th quarter.
3 minutes left.
Kent looking to advance here. Baldwin on the outside. Kent, Zeminski.
Great screen for Kent.
Kirkland looking to move it. Baldwin at the 3. Had an opportunity to shoot. Wanted to drive in. Kent now. Good screen.
Jesuit moving around like champions.
Baldwin now.
Looking for a shot soon.
Kirkland moving in. Just off the back iron. Good rebound from Zen. Just to claim it for David Douglas to push it. Collins now at the top. Over to Wonderhusen. Shooting a 3 and drains it.
Drains the
3.
Good opportunity from David Douglas, and they do capitalize. Jesuit trying to get out of the backcourt. Great movement. Now to Zeminski, and it looked like a great it was a foul, but a great defensive effort from Schlosser. Schlosser now at the top. She had an opportunity to shoot the 3, didn't. Moving it in, she gets her own rebound and banks it up and in. 44-29, Jesuit on top. 1:30 to play here in the 4th quarter. Zeminski now down on the side into a load of David Douglas players. Schlosser comes out with it.
Mackenzie Pettit is checking in.
Her first appearance here with 1 minute to go. Collins for 3, just off. Kirkland down.
Also, Candace Reddix checking in for the Scots. 1 minute left to play.
Opportunity from Jesuit from 3, just missing.
A little bit short.
Wonderhusen claims and is now taking it in for David Douglas. Just under 40 seconds to play here. Baliba working on. Zen now. Out to Wonderhusen for 3. And she drains it. That's 2 in a row for Wonderhusen. Great opportunities for her.
Textbook form.
Zeminski now to
look for the assist.
to Baldwin for the easy two. 20 seconds remaining here.
46-32.
Jesuits bench is loving that. Great ball movement.
Oh.
And
All right.
Kirkland was trying to get the foul. She
Work.
16 fouls.
She's having a word with the official. It looked like an intentional. It was an intentional foul. Mackenzie Pettit coming in. She wanted to get the sub in.
Mackenzie Pettit in. 10 seconds of play left.
Zen laughing about that one. Schlosser to inbound to Zen.
Mackenzie's covering Schlosser.
10 seconds remaining here. Now to Wonder Wizard. Can she capitalize?
5 seconds left.
Zen for three, and it is off.
Not quite.
That will conclude tonight's game. Jesuit 46, David Douglas 32.
Merry Christmas, Happy New
Good
Year.
game.
And
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Aiden Azevedo.
I'm Cooper Lake.
Tonight's ball game. And a reminder, the Crusaders will be at Lenco High.